Hello, fifth graders. Today we're talking about the week 4 challenge that asks you to express in algebra equations how many ways can you score 30 points in American football. First thing you need to know, how many points possibilities are there? It takes 6 points to get a touchdown. I went ahead and underlined the T to make a variable out of it. A variable simply means a number that is undetermined for a particular equation. 3 points stands for is how much you score with a field goal. I went ahead and underlined F for that variable. 2 points stands for a conversion or a safety. 2 different ways you can get 2 points. And then finally, 1 point for a point after kick. All right. To build an equation to help you represent one way you can score 30 points, I went ahead and I chose the simplest one. This is a football possibility. If someone were to score a touchdown, they get 6 points for it. The number of touchdowns simply is represented here with the letter T. T is our variable. So we will go ahead and put in however many touchdowns it takes to score 30 points, since 6 times 5, 5 touchdowns all by themselves is one way to score 30 points. We can go ahead and extend this to field goals as well. 3 times F. F is our variable standing for the number of field goals. How many of them would it take to equal 30? That's pretty simple math to do. It would take 10 field goals all by themselves to reach 30 points. Fairly straightforward. That's 2 possibilities of ways to score 30 points. After that, it gets a little bit more complex. Here's another possibility to think about. What if there were point after kicks also scoring a point apiece after the touchdowns? Well, if they were to score 4 touchdowns, that would be 6 times 4. And if the kicker were to have a good day and hit each one of the point after kicks, and then there was 1 safety scored, that would earn you 2 points. So, grand total on all these, when you add them up, 30 points. If you're following your order of operations, remember that the parentheses always gets calculated first. So we would calculate 6 times 4, 24 points here. 1 times 4 here inside of parentheses, 4 more points, and then finally over here, 2 times 1, 2. Add them all up, 24 plus 4 plus 2, grand total, 30. And another possibility. Let's go ahead and imagine that it's a combination of touchdowns and field goals that are making the 30 points. So let's say our team scored 3 touchdowns. T is up here as our variable. We go ahead and insert the number 3 to stand for the number of touchdowns. What about the number of field goals? Well, the field goal kicker was having an extraordinarily good day that day, at least from the field goal standpoint. He hit 4 field goals. Then you would simply combine your terms over here. 6 times 3, 18, inside of parentheses. Jump over here. 3 times 4 makes 12. And then combine the two. 18 plus 12 makes a grand total of 30 points. Okay, one more combination. Now we got our possibilities so far. So these are the 4 combinations we've calculated that you know will add up to make 30 points. And I bet you can probably figure out a bunch more combinations to help you with that as well. So here's the challenge too. I'd like to challenge all the 5th graders. Go ahead and prove that there's more than 20 ways to score 30 points in football. Use algebra equations to prove that your answers are right, and then go ahead and email your proof back to Mr. H. Anybody getting 20 possibilities or more will automatically get a brownie point and a hearty handshake next time we meet. Okay? All right. Now, back to the coffee.